Welcome to South Korea, one of the largest e-commerce markets in the world. Affluent, trendy, fast, and wired. Korea can take your business to the next level. And Coupang Marketplace is here to guide you. Coupang is Korea's leading e-commerce service. Whether it's vitamins, the latest phone, or a new handbag, Coupang delivers. And when you need sales, that's right, Coupang delivers. With millions of customers across Korea, Coupang is the e-commerce service for cross-border sellers everywhere. Every country from the US, Nihon, Deutschland, Zhongguo, to your neighborhood. So why sell with Coupang? We're Korea's most popular shopping app. We provide multilingual one-to-one seller support. We make integrating easy. And signing up is fast and free. Every day, Coupang is building the next generation of e-commerce. Join us, we're just a few clicks away.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our webinar, Expanding Your Cross-Border E-Commerce Business into Korea with PingPong and Coupang. I'm Dory from PingPong Payments. For those of you who are not familiar with PingPong, we are a leading fintech company that provides global payment solutions for e-commerce and international businesses. Since our inception in 2015, more than 1 million online merchants and businesses worldwide have used PingPong to save them money on cross-border payments, VAT payments, supplier payments, and more. We have offices across US, Europe, China, Hong Kong, and the Asia Pacific, including Vietnam, Korea, and India. So in Vietnam specifically, our operation started in 2019, and we are proud to be the most trusted payment partners for the young and very dynamic cross-border e-commerce sellers community in the country. So many of you today, I believe, have been using PingPong to receive payments from marketplaces in the US mostly. Of course, the US is still the biggest e-commerce market in the world. However, that means the most competitive and the most saturated markets as well. We have sellers that have been very successful in the more blue ocean market, for example, Europe, UK, Australia, or UAE, etc. So today's topic will be bringing in a new idea for you, selling into Korea. So why Korea? Korea is one of the most mature e-commerce market in the world. It's the 6th largest market in terms of value, and Korean consumers are very familiar with online shopping. Sounds very promising, yeah? I know, but I know that it's very intimidating selling into a new market, and you need guidance and advice and support from the local. So today I'm delighted to introduce Mr. Gerald Ho, Head of Global Marketplace at Coupang. So Coupang is the country's biggest e-commerce platform, founded in 2010, and it was called the Amazon of Korea. So I believe there's no one better to talk you through the step-by-step setting up your e-commerce business in Korea than Gerald. So our program today, Gerald will be giving us an overview of Korea e-commerce market and Coupang's global seller program. That will be followed by a Q&A section. So don't worry, we'll be giving a general time to answer your questions you have. So please feel free to leave comments and questions below the broadcast on our channel. We'll be trying to answer them. Yeah, Gerard, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Dory. Okay. Xin chào. Hello, everyone, and thank you to PingPong for providing this fantastic opportunity to share more about Korea and Coupang. I'm Gerald Ho, Head of Global Marketplace at Coupang. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking to you about Korean e-commerce, the 4th largest in the world, and how Coupang, its leading e-commerce service, can take your business to the next level. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of Coupang Marketplace and what that means for cross-border sellers, let's take a step back and talk about Korean e-commerce. First, here's a fact that might surprise you. Korea is the world's 4th largest e-commerce market, and is poised to become the 3rd by 2025, just behind China and the US. In 2021, Koreans spent a whopping $157 billion on e-commerce, up 15% from 2020. Another important marker of Korean e-commerce dominance is that over half of shopping in Korea is done online, which is more than double the OECD average of 21%. In addition to this, more than 72% of this is done on mobile, primarily through apps. So how does a country of 52 million people drive such an impressive e-commerce market? An important enabler of this proliferation of online shopping is that Korea is one of the world's most wired countries, with 99.7% of households having internet access. Mobile shopping adoption is primarily driven by cumbersome payment experiences on PC due to regulatory requirements and security, which do not affect shopping on mobile. So what do Koreans buy from Southeast Asia? As you may not know that Southeast Asia is still a nascent seller base for Korea, but quickly growing. Looking at the latest direct overseas purchase data in Korea, we see that Koreans spend about $4.1 billion buying products directly from overseas sellers. Fashion is the largest category at 37%, closely followed by food with 33% share. Vietnamese food items are popular among Koreans, with Vietnamese coffee, pho noodles, chilies, and chili powder being most notable searches on Coupang. Consumer electronics make up the third portion. Surprisingly, Koreans find overseas consumer electronic products to be much cheaper than buying the same product in Korea. Now to Coupang. We are Korea's #1 e-commerce service, and we are motivated by our mission to create a world in which customers ask, how did I ever live without Coupang? We began in 2010 as a daily deals style business, and we have since grown to become an integral part of the lives of over 18 million customers across Korea. That's more than 34% of the Korea's population. Guided by our mission, we have been wowing the customers and going from strength to strength. In Q1 of this year, we were ranked #1 in transactions of any retail app in Korea. And last year, our small medium business sales increased by 40%, demonstrating we're getting closer to a world where not only customers ask, how did I ever live without Coupang, but so do our sellers. Through the support and hard work of sellers, customers, partners, and the Coupang team, we have been able to accomplish a great deal. This slide is a high-level snapshot of how far we have come. First, our testament to our customer obsession. One of our biggest defining points is our customer base. As of 2022, we have approximately 18 million customers, which is up 102% compared to 3 years prior. Given Korea's total population is just under 52 million, this is a very significant portion of the purchasing population. It's no surprise then that we are Korea's most used retail app across all age groups. And with over 72% of online shopping in Korea taking place on mobile, this makes Coupang's mobile strength particularly noteworthy. Of course, in creating a world where customers cannot live without Coupang, we've got to have a global mindset. And last year, you may have heard that we went public on the New York Stock Exchange in March. We've also added offices in multiple countries across Asia and the US. With this robust expansion, Coupang is growing. We're the country's third biggest employer with over 72,000 employees and adding more. There are also more cross-border sellers signing up with us, increasing 78% between 2020 and 2021. We've also added some fantastic new services to the Coupang package, such as food and grocery deliveries, live commerce, and content streaming. This has all come about because relentless innovation is our ethos. Whether it's pioneering speedy deliveries in Korea, introducing one-click payments with Coupang Pay, or deploying eco-friendly reusable fresh bags for delivery. We're also very excited about our record Q2 net revenue, which is up this year at $5 billion, up 12% from the year before. We also increased our gross profit by 75% from last year, demonstrating that we have a pathway of continued growth and innovation ahead of us. Now moving on to Coupang's business model, which includes retail and marketplace. Retail is when Coupang purchases the items directly from you, the seller, and delivers to our customers the same day or next day. This allows Coupang to ensure customers a fast delivery experience, stable supply, and unique selection of competitively priced items. So similar to the traditional offline distributor route that most brands have taken in the past when entering Korea. The marketplace model involves the seller interacting directly with the customer, giving the seller control over their pricing and strategy. Sellers also receive the support and tools they need to sell successfully to Korea. The marketplace business opens up a large variety of selection for our customers to shop. If you have an established logistics capability to deliver to Korea and a dedicated e-commerce team, this option is ideal as it offers the most control for your business. So now that you've acquainted with Coupang, let's get into the details of selling on our marketplace. Just like there are many reasons for our customers to prefer Coupang, there are just as many advantages for our sellers. One of the biggest strengths undoubtedly comes from our customer obsession. When you sell with Coupang, you gain access to over 18 million active customers across Korea. It also means that your product will be featured on the #1 retail app in the country, and that's across all age groups. As we mentioned, Coupang has gone from strength to strength and continues to grow. Our results show that we aren't resting on our laurels and we keep charging ahead with our mission. Now, of course, in our effort to wow our sellers, we offer seamless integration to our open APIs to ensure that you can sell to Korean customers using your existing platforms and operations. Last but not least, while we're known across the country for our unbeatable customer service, we also have terrific seller support, offering one-on-one multilingual support to all our cross-border sellers. Our support team can cover English, Japanese, Chinese, and Korean. If you've liked what you've heard and you're interested in signing up, I've got some great news. Signing up to Coupang is easy. Unlike other Korean marketplaces, we don't require a Korean domestic business license or a bank account. Just submit your application at our website, globalsellers.coupang.com, and the sign-up process will only take up to a week. In addition to being simple and speedy, it is also free. So there's no risk in just signing up and trying out. Once you're onboarded to Coupang, you can start listing your products and begin your Coupang adventure. Learn about our unique item winner system, automatic pricing, and other advertising features that will help you achieve high sales almost immediately. Now, we're often asked, what can I sell on Coupang? But perhaps an easier and more apt question might be, what can't I sell? As vendors can sell virtually anything except the items listed on this page, Coupang strives to maintain a safe and reliable platform for customers, and we work hard to ensure that these listed products are authentic. Counterfeit items are not allowed, as are perishable goods, alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, medicine, and other items. You can refer to our website for more information. As customer safety is paramount, you need to make sure you tick all the boxes and comply with Korean laws when selling on Coupang. One of the first things to get familiar with is Korea certification, which ensures the conformity of products to Korean safety standards. Knowing Korean certification and whether it applies to your product category is an essential part of selling on Coupang, including when listing a product. Our website and seller support staff are happy to help any sellers who need a little guidance on this area. Now, with over 18 million active users, Coupang is a fantastic place to leverage tools to promote your products. Here are a couple of options you have at your disposal. Global Day promotions are special theme promotions that occur once a month and are designed to give visibility to our international products and selection. Our account managers will help you take part in these and guide you through the process. Another effective self-service promotion tool that is popular with our sellers is the performance ad. The performance ad targets customers who are most likely to purchase your items and displays it in the search results, product information page, and main pages. This tool can be as simple or as advanced as you want it to be, offering automatic options for those less accustomed to advertising and manual customizable options for those who prefer to tailor the settings themselves. Plus, with a minimum daily spend of just under $10, it's a very affordable way to get your products in front of more customers. In addition, these ads are served on a cost per click basis, meaning you're only charged when someone actually clicks on your ad. Now, who doesn't love a bargain, right? An effective way to get more customer attention is by using the discount coupons. You have options of setting up an instant or downloadable coupon. Both are highly useful in increasing your sales by making your products more competitively priced. Lastly, we have automatic pricing, which has helped many of our most successful sellers by reducing the time spent on manually updating their prices and optimizing their items to become an item winner. We're also launching Coupang Live, our streaming live commerce service, and a paid customer review service for global sellers to provide them with more opportunities to raise awareness of their products and increase purchase conversion. So don't just take our word for it. Right? You're joining a community of global sellers who have found success selling on Coupang. Take, for instance, Elijah Ko. She was a California resident who joined Coupang in 2019 and saw her sales grow over 3,800% within the first month of selling. Through her journey as a Coupang seller, she has been able to leverage her learnings, and she's now the proud owner of her own health supplement label, Key Supplement, which she debuted on Coupang last month. Her feedback from Coupang customers helped her build a brand that is truly tailored for her audience. She cites Coupang's huge customer base as a major aid in helping her in her journey in going from a reseller to the founder of her own brand, Key Supplement. Another seller, Yoshida Yongyu, is a seller that's based in Japan. He has seen his business flourish on Coupang through selling camping products and has since expanded his range to include more leisure products. We also have another San Jose-based seller, Sam Jang, and he's one of our strongest sellers on the Coupang marketplace. He has been able to take advantage of our item winner system to propel the growth of his business. Now, every Coupang seller is unique and does things a little different. However, one thing remains the same. They all come back to Wing, which is our seller management portal. Whether it's listing your product, checking your sales statistics, or reviewing your settlements, Wing is your one-stop shop and your ticket to soaring sales. We've got a short video that will give you an insight to what your day may look like as a Coupang seller. Let's take a look. That. If you want to make sure you have the best chance at sales success, keep up to date on all things Coupang by following us on the Global Seller site and our social media channels on this slide. Here we share important tips, insights, manuals, and event invitations. You'll also be able to chat with our Coupang specialists. If you want more detailed assistance, you can also reach out to our Senior Account Manager, Glenn Lim from Coupang Marketplace. And that's a wrap from us. Thank you so much to the PingPong team for providing this wonderful opportunity, and a special shout out to Dory for our organization. I am grateful to have had the chance to share our e-commerce story with you, and I sincerely hope that you'll be part of the next chapter. Thank you.
Thank you, Gerard, for your sharing. It's very insightful and a lot of new information and very exciting. I think like very exciting opportunities that our sellers are looking for. I believe that can you share with us these PowerPoint and the video later so we can circulate it among our community so they can they can have a better look at the data. Yeah. And so we come to the second part of the webinar today is the Q&A. We do, I think Gerald's presentation is very concise. So definitely our sellers have a lot of questions and they send us a lot of questions before this webinar even happen. So we going through some of their questions, and I don't think we will have enough time to answer all of them. We only have 1 hour for this webinar, so we make sure to get you in touch with Coupang if your question are not answered during today's event yet. Yeah. So the first questions, a lot of sellers were asking why Vietnamese sellers should sell in Korea and on Coupang, and what's our competitive advantage for, say, Vietnamese products, or should be on Coupang and in Korea market.
So I think that there is a growing demand from Korean customers for Vietnamese products. I think, as I mentioned earlier, Vietnamese coffee, chilies are quite attractive. Another category which I think could be a strength is actually the fashion apparel business, right? Which I believe is generally quite strong in Vietnam, and many of the world's famous apparel brands are made in Vietnam. And so if sellers are able to sell Nikes, Adidas's, to Korean customers, I think that's very attractive for a Korean customer, right? If they can find cheaper Nike products outside of Korea, so I think the opportunity is there, and and we would love to help all the Vietnamese sellers get their first step into Korea and help them be successful.
Great. Yeah, so Vietnam is famous for its food, and I believe there have been like a lot of cultural exchange between Korean and Vietnamese, right? So a lot of Vietnamese have been to Korea, and a lot of Korean tourists have been to Vietnam. So they're kind of familiar with the Vietnamese kind of products. So I think it's kind of an advantage, right? Secondly is the how to you have briefly mentioned how to register for an account on Coupang, but is it gonna be a support in English or Korean? How Vietnamese seller can overcome the language barrier?
Okay, so our global seller site is in English, and the application process is in English. So we do require sellers to submit English versions of their documentation. For example, the business registration, and obviously their identification documents like the passports. Yes.
Okay. So they need to be a registered business in Vietnam to be able to set up an account. Correct. Right? That's not right. Individual.
That's right.
Okay. Cool. So is any type of business in Vietnam could work, like say sole propriety or?
Sole proprietors, if they have the relevant business registration documents, can be accepted.
Yes. So business registration together with their identity, right? Yes. Identity document. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Do they need to register a brand when there is an account, or?
No, they don't need to register a brand. However, if they have their own brand of products and they want to sell it in Korea, they should definitely take steps to protect their brand, right? And, for example, registering their trademark on on Kipris, which is the Korean version of trademark registration.
Okay.
That way, if and other sellers are selling their products, then they would then have the authority to stop those sellers from using their images, for example. Right? So it's definitely important that if you have any brand or trademark, you should get it licensed, registered in Korea in order to protect your products.
I see. So for example, some of the sellers that already have registered brand in the US, is it gonna apply in Korea, or they need to separately?
They have to separately register the trademark in Korea.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, about products. So you mentioned food and fashion and electronics are the two top selling category on Coupang, right? So is there any kind of market research tools that sellers can use on Coupang to, there's the tools on Amazon called Helm 10, where, seller can search for, say, keywords or products, ranking and that sort of stuff. Is there something similar on Coupang?
Well, I think you have to work closely with your account managers to help them to get some understanding of the keyword searches on Coupang.
Yeah.
Another good source of understanding keyword searches is to go on Naver. I believe Naver is the Google of Korea, and they also have an analytics. I think they have an analytics link where you can actually see what keywords are most frequently searched as well.
Yeah. I see. So it's like totally new set of knowledge and tools then.
Correct.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
I see. So you mentioned, so if once the sellers register on Coupang, there will be a account manager support them one-on-one, right?
That is correct. We will. So typically the account managers are provided for large accounts, right? But I think for this case, for PingPong Vietnamese sellers, we are pleased to offer a limited time support for our account managers to help out with the sellers of all sizes.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we'll be sure to refer to one of to use our VIP sellers, So yeah. Yeah, so a few questions about products. A lot of sellers are very concerning about products, what to sell to Korean consumers. What kind of products are the best? So we briefly mentioned that you can sell probably food or fashion that could work, or electronics.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we think, we will definitely help your sellers to understand better of the demand of their products in Coupang and also outside of Coupang, right? But some of the key learnings that we have are, if your product is relatively new to Koreans, and you should also consider doing marketing for your products outside of Coupang. If your product is already well known to Korean customers, then you don't really need to market your products outside of Coupang. You just have to make sure that you provide good service, good price, and you make sure that your delivery is quick enough, and that your product details page has all the right information that a customer would be looking for when they're trying to buy your product, and then you will have a good success rate of closing the sales.
I see. Actually, you mentioned that two models. Yeah, one is reseller, reselling products that already branded reselling products, or the second model is building your own brand. If you have your own brand and you want to build it in Korea, So would you advise sellers to either go with reselling or either go with branding?
I think it really depends on your objective. If you are If you're reselling, then I would say it's a little bit more straightforward, right? Because you just want to understand what are the most popular products, make sure you can get them at good prices, and make sure you have the right selection, and then you sell them. If you're trying to build your own brand, it's a longer journey, right? You need to invest in growing the awareness of your brand in Korea, right? And you can do that on Coupang, but we recommend you also do that off Coupang as well, right? Yeah, especially if you're talking about fashion brands, because as you can imagine, Korean customers, they consume fashion trends across different platforms, right? And so, you want to make sure that you, for example, have a social media account. You should definitely have an Instagram account where you're promoting your brand on Instagram. Because Instagram is very popular with Koreans, especially the fashion generation, to get their interest for brands. So I think it really depends on your objectives and what you want. That's how I would decide how you would use Coupang to grow your business.
Actually, a lot of our Vietnamese sellers are doing what we call print on demand model. So that could be, so they will have their design, like very trendy design. Then they will have their fulfillment provider print that on either T-shirt or mugs or anything that need a print on it. So do you think that model would work on Coupang? Or
I've not seen that business model yet, to be honest. I would need to do more. I will need to check on and see if such printing services are popular with the Korean customers.
I see. So it's like in say in the US, people love like wearing their T-shirt with like say some slogan or stuff like that. Is it something like say Korean Gen Z would love to do, or?
I would suppose so. I think definitely the younger generation would like to have their identity, some slogans in there. I can imagine that.
But it's not like something we have seen very like popular, and it's kind of a thing.
That's not the trend I'm seeing at the moment, at least.
I see. Okay. So let's back to the logistics side. So you mentioned that can they ship from China, because a lot of our sellers doing like the drop ship model, so they have their warehouse and products in China. Can they do that, or if they want to ship products from Vietnam, is there any requirements on shipping time?
So you can ship your items anywhere they're located to Korea, right? We do recommend that you try to keep your delivery period to less than 7 days in order to get the best conversion, sales conversion for your product.
7 days. So I suppose that if they have a warehouse in China, that would be quite easy.
Yes, China usually, it depends. It can even be as short as 2 days, but depending on where the warehouse is. For example, if they're in Weihai, it's very easy to ship over. Weihai is very near to Korea. If it's in Shenzhen, it takes a little bit longer.
So is it the case then when you're working with Chinese sellers, like they directly ship from China to Korea for each order?
That's right. Yes, and Chinese sellers also have the ability to access our Coupang Global Fulfillment Service, or what we call CGF. This is the service where we provide storage for the Chinese sellers, and we also provide delivery for these sellers, right? And then the sellers get our Rocket Chiku badge on their products, so that our customers know that, when they see the Rocket Chiku badge on the item, they know that they're going to get the item quick and within 3 days. Unfortunately, this service is only available for Chinese sellers at the moment, and we have plans to see how we can expand it to other parts of the world.
I see. So is it only for Chinese sellers, or is or it could be Vietnamese seller who has a Chinese warehouse?
At the moment, it's only for Chinese business entities.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Even so, I used to buy products from Korea in Vietnam on some marketplaces in Vietnam. It's quite fast. So I believe there should be some very express kind of line between Korea and Vietnam as well.
I think so too. We have service providers, logistics service providers like Hana Express, for example, that specialize in the Vietnam to Korea corridor, and they can offer pretty competitive delivery rates for sellers. Right, so we can introduce your sellers to these logistics companies so that they can try to find more cost-effective and faster ways to deliver the items to Korea.
I see. Yeah. Yes. One resistance they mentioned about rocket delivery. Is that what you just mentioned, right?
Similar. Rocket delivery is our brand for our same day or next day delivery service. That is primarily reserved for our 1P product. 1P is the retail model that I described earlier in my presentation, where Coupang buys the item directly from a supplier and puts it in our warehouse, right? And because we have it in our warehouse, we can control the delivery, the speed of delivery of that item to the customer.
So
rocket delivery is not available for our 3P marketplace sellers, global marketplace sellers at the moment.
I see. So how can sellers, or exporters or distributor, get into Coupang 1P program? Is there like merchandising team will?
Yes, there is a global sourcing team that goes around to assess items and products. And then if they determine that there's enough demand, they will reach out to the suppliers to purchase these items.
Yeah. I see. So this clients mentioned that they have a warehouse in the US. Yeah. So can they sell to Coupang, or can they use Coupang fulfillment program?
For the US, we don't have a fulfillment service. We don't have Coupang Global Fulfillment for US sellers. It's only for Chinese sellers at the moment. But if they have a warehouse in the US, we have the logistics companies that they can use to ship their items from US to Korea. US to Korea is quite a very popular route. So it's actually easy to get items from US to Korea fairly quickly, within 3 days, and at affordable rates too. So if we can help your seller reach out to the right logistics partners that can help get their items to Korea quickly.
I see. Okay, cool. So there's some questions on money. So what are the costs of selling on Coupang? You said registration fees, but there must be some fees while selling on Coupang.
Yeah, there are no registration fees. There's only a transaction rate. We call it TR. That is a commission fee that is charged only when there's a sale, right? And that transaction fee ranges from 4% to 11%, depending on the type of product you're selling.
4 to 11%.
Correct.
Okay. Only when you have sales, so there's no store maintenance fees or anything.
There is no store maintenance fees or anything. That's the majority of the fees that we charge, only when there's a sale.
That's actually quite good then. So there's no cost if you want to try, at least.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Right. So and then you mentioned about some advertising options on Coupang. How is that charged, or how is the structure?
So depending on the advertising product that you choose, the performance ads that I mentioned earlier, those services charge on a cost per click basis. So you're only charged when a customer actually clicks on your ad. right? And I think that's a very cost-effective way to advertise your product. We also have other new functionalities that we're trying to roll out to help sellers promote their items. There is a function called self-service promotions, which we recently launched about 2 weeks ago for selected sellers. But what it is, it's in some ways it's a free advertising service that sellers can try to subscribe to, but they need to submit a request for it. They need to provide the product. They need to meet certain requirements, such as the discount price and all that. And once they meet that, then their items will be featured as a promotion on Coupang. Yeah.
I see. Oh, and so about the pricing, is that the price on Coupang is all shipping fees included, or how the sellers should set their price?
Shipping fees are separate from the product price. Sellers can offer free shipping, or they can offer to charge delivery fees and return fees as well, right? It's up to the seller. And if you do charge these fees, there will be a 3% fee charge on the delivery fee itself.
So is a Coupang gonna charge 3% on top of the
delivery fee? Yes. If the seller charges shipping fee, if the seller has shipping fee set up, then we will charge 3% on that shipping fee.
I see. Is there any tax obligation when selling cross-border e-commerce in Korea, as you say?
Nope. Because you're an international seller, you're not obligated to pay any tax in Korea. I think the only tax-related question I would probably want to highlight is the customs tax.
Okay.
When you're selling an item that's over $150, there will be customs tax applied on that item. And it's up to the seller to decide whether he wants to pay for it or he wants the customer to pay for it. And it's important that you indicate in your product page on Coupang who is actually going to pay for this, so that you reduce the risk of misunderstanding or any potential issues that could come across from this custom tax. Because in the worst case, you could have the item just stuck at customs because the tax is not paid. Right? So we do recommend make sure that if you're pricing your items over $150, you need to be aware that there will be tax applied, and that your customers need to know who's going to pay for it. We have sellers who want to make it very simple for the customer, so they actually pay for the tax, but they put it into the price. Others are, they prefer the customer to pay for it, so they make it very transparent to the customer that they are responsible for the tax when the item comes into the country.
Oh, I see. So is it 150 is the threshold for order value or for product price?
That's the product, the product price.
Okay. So any products that's more expensive than 150 will be okay. No, so there's no. So for example, if the customers they buy like various products, some products might be custom tax, might have customs, and some might not, right? Depends on.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. No, it's a total order of that shipment.
Okay.
If it's over, if it's over $150, then there'll be.
I see. So it really depends on the order size of the customers, right?
Correct. And so we recommend, but we also recommend to keep, sellers should keep themselves updated by going to the Korea Customs site and getting the latest information, because sometimes they change their policies, and make sure like every seller as well as Coupang will have to make sure that we get the latest updates.
I see. I see. So you said that on the product page, on the product description page, there should be like indication of these details, right? But I've just mentioned that. So all these, so the description should be in Korean, I believe, or can they use English as?
The description should, we would recommend putting the description in Korean, and we also have templates that you guys can use. So the account managers can help your sellers ensure the right language, the right templates.
I see. Okay.
Messaging is put in properly.
Yeah, but they need some translation at least, right? So they need to do the translation from English to Korean.
Yeah, for most, I think the seller is responsible for the translation, but for kind of these specific messaging about customs tax, if sellers have questions about that, we can definitely help them.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So and how do seller get the revenue from Coupang? How's the frequency and how do they send them?
So at the moment, sellers are getting paid on a monthly basis.
Monthly, right?
Yes, we are looking at ways to try to increase that. Probably something interesting to announce maybe by end of the year.
Okay, so that's going to be monthly payments towards their own bank account.
Yes, in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Or to their PingPong account.
Yes. So just a side note, you can use PingPong to receive payment from Coupang, as we are strategic partner with Coupang at the moment. Yeah. Okay. And then one interesting story you share in your presentation, that one seller have their sales increased 3,000% in the first month, right? So I'm just curious, how long would the sellers expect to see their results or their return on investment on selling on Coupang usually?
I think the results are pretty fast, especially if you're selling something that Korean customers already know about. And so, as I mentioned earlier, we are the most used retail app on mobile in Korea. So we have a lot of eyes on our products, and sellers can expect that. So we do think that the results will be very quick. But you also have to make sure that your products are, number one, properly labeled. Label meaning your description page, you're describing your products properly. You also have the keywords set up correctly. You have your pricing and your delivery times, in the optimal range to encourage that sales. And our account managers can also give you some guidance on how to better improve your product details page in order to get that sales conversion.
I see. So I would say the whole process would be, you need to look on Naval or some other tools that you need to analyze what is the trends and what's the best product to sell in Korea, and then Coupang, and then you do the preparation, right? So
Correct.
doing the product presentation and everything correct, and the account manager on Coupang may have you to fine tune that and get it uploaded. That's right. Yes. Okay. Let me see if we have any so for example, you mentioned about certificate, right? So if some sellers, they want to sell Vietnamese coffee to Korea, is there any certificate that they need to acquire in advance?
No certificate for coffee. This is not export. This is direct B2C. So there is no certificate for coffee. You do have to make sure at least that your coffee, if you're selling coffee products or processed coffee products, they don't have any banned substances. Right. So other than that, it's fine.
I see. It's
Yeah,
quite
because
easy.
I know, yeah, it's very easy. If you were trying to sell it if you're trying to import it into the country, then it's a different model because then you'll need to have Korean label stuck to the product and all that, right? The ingredients and all of that information has to be in Korean. You don't need to do that if it's a cross-border sale.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see. So it's actually I think it's actually one way of promoting Vietnamese brand to the Korean, like before you really need like doing the export kind of business, right?
Yes, you can use, we have sellers who do use the marketplace as a way to test the demand. But as I mentioned earlier, if your product is brand new, you should think about marketing not only in Coupang, but also off Coupang as well, right?
I see.
I think that's very important.
The off coupon advertising you mentioned usually like say is it what's the channel or what's the is that social media like say you mentioned
Coupang advertising the advertising is all done on Coupang. Yeah, so within the Coupang app, sellers can get their product banners placed in different parts of the app for a fee. They can also access live commerce where Coupang provides an influencer to promote their products. You know, the sellers can also do that themselves, but we also offer like our influencers from our in-house influencer team to help promote sellers' products on live commerce.
Yeah. How about off coupon advertising? Which channel?
We don't provide that service, but one of the things that the marketplace business does is we do work with we have a service provider network, and of which PingPong is one of them. And in the service provider network, we have providers from different industries, different verticals.
Yeah.
We have marketing agencies, digital marketing agencies that we can refer you to, who can help you with your marketing outside of Coupang.
I see. So for example, if seller want to run that themselves, should they do advertising on Facebook, Twitter, or which channels as a Korean you would advise them to try first?
I would recommend Instagram and YouTube.
Okay.
Instagram and YouTube as the top. TikTok is up and coming, but primarily Instagram and YouTube are the main channels.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So TikTok is not something. TikTok is really big in Vietnam now, and
it's getting big in Korea. Yeah. I must say it is getting big in Korea.
I see. And so we almost run out of time. So if you will have a few last words to our Vietnamese sellers to get them, up and register for Coupang account, what did you say?
Well, there is no cost for you, and there's nothing for you, which means there's nothing for you to lose. So there's just everything to gain in just trying to sell and start your business in Korea through Coupang. My team is here to help you in every step of your journey, and we want to make sure you are successful, because only when you're successful, then we are successful. So, we're looking forward to welcoming more Vietnamese sellers from PingPong.
Thank you, Gerald. Thank you, everyone, for your time today. I think it's just a kickstart of a new business idea. It's still quite brand new idea to us, and there's a lot of things to learn, and there's a lot of things to research, but I think it's the best research is to start doing and testing and get it started. So thank you, Gerard, for your precious time today with us, and be sure to keep in touch with you, as I believe a lot of sellers after this webinar, they'll be very interested in knowing more about Coupang, and so we'll be in touch, and we'll be sure to put our Vietnamese sellers in a good hands of Gerard, and be sure they be supported on the way. Thank you, everyone, and should you have any questions or still have any concerns or things, please reach out to our PingPong's colleagues, and we surely will get you covered. Yeah, thank you everyone. Okay.